my friend, it's Pat Sloan here. So I did unplug my sewing machine to be here. Well, not really, but you know, I feel like it sometimes. It's like, I just want to stop and, you know, just keep going on the sewing. Oh, and right now I feel like that. It's like, okay, so today, I know you know that feeling. You're a quilter, right? And sometimes you get like on a roll with something and you really don't want to stop, but you have to stop. And so, yeah, that's what this is for. For those people in your life who stop sewing so you can do something with them. Okay, we have the Christmas stars. I have got a free pattern out from the Fat Quarter Shop, and they do have a video on it called the 4-Patch. It's a Fat Quarter friendly, scrappy friendly if you like. And I've got the critter status, you know, like as we're going, it's a bit on that. And at the end, a block parade by you from the last autumn block that we just did. Okay, so stars. Wendy's quilt, not Oh My Stars, it's called Heaven and Earth, Heaven and Nature Sing. There we go. I'm just calling it the Christmas star block because the name isn't popping in my head fast enough. But it's from this book, which you all love so much. Now, because we have some other stuff this week, I will show you one of the other quilts from the book. I have 2 more here from the book to share with you. But I do want to pop some pictures up here of Wendy's red and white. Let me show you 2 of those. I want you to look at the backgrounds that she has, all the different fabrics that she's putting in there. So they're not just one fabric. And then here's a group of them. And I can forget whether she's going to do, how many she's going to do, whether she's going to go ahead and try to do the whole thing or not. But don't they look great? They are so great. So this week we have the 4th row. So we are in the 4th row. So you should have 4 of these made now, and next week we'll make a tree block. So we'll go ahead, I'll sew the tree block and show you that so that we can get all of that horizontal sashing done. Isn't it clever? It is so clever to do it like this. So this is my row. So I've got all the rows. Whee! I think I'm going to go put it on the clothesline, take a picture. I think I'll just hang them like this on the clothesline. I think that'd be fun. There we go. Looks good. Looking good in the neighborhood. What else? I have got the pumpkin, the single pumpkin for my door. I just before I started this video, finished sewing it together, sewing the top. So it's just a top, and it's basically the same size as the wreath one that's on the door now. And I used that light purple from the maple line, and the greens from the maple I used on the border. I think that turned out really well. And I had to do cornerstones because there were only 2. This is a layer cake. I'm only working with a layer cake. So there were 2 layer cakes, 2 fabrics the same in the layer cake. So I could get the border, I could just get the borders, but not, you know, it wouldn't reach. There was nothing left. There was maybe like a 3/4 of an inch of fabric from after trimming. So this is a 2.5 inch wide, and these are 2.5 inch wide, and then the squares are 2.5 inches. So that turned out super cute. I'm just going to do a little wave stitch on it, and then let me show you I've got 2 bindings. I'm not going to do binding from, I could, but they're only 10 inches. I just don't want to sew all those 10-inch strips together for binding. So I went and looked. I don't have tons of purple fabric. It is just not a fabric I have a lot of, but I have enough of this dark purple batik, which is a similar purple to what's in here, like the darker purple, like here, you can see it, you know, and the other purple, but it's much darker. So you can see here, that would make a nice, really dark binding on there. It's like almost reads black. And then I didn't have, I mean, there's purples, there's particular shades, but I do have this one. And if I put it on point, the gingham on point, let's see what that looks like. And so that is a lighter binding on there. I may have said border, I meant binding. So I kind of like that one. I kind of like the lightness of it because this one's super dark. So anyways, I will quilt it first in a wave stitch, get that done, be really quick, and then I can get it ready to hang because I have peoples coming by my house tomorrow. So I want to have it on the door. Get the Americana star off of there finally. What's with that? And then that pumpkin can roll right in through November up till Christmas. So I have some sweet mail that came in. The first is from Doreen in Oregon, and she said she'd had these things ready to send to me for a little bit, but there was an illness in the family, and then finally now that got all taken care of, so she could get everything wrapped up, and so she had made a shark pillow. Look at that! I love these so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But wait, there's more. She made mug rugs for Greg and I. Shark mug rugs. Look at this. Just look how cute they are. Now, she gave me all the links so I can put them, but these were from Cheryl Arkinson, who's a friend of mine. And so, aren't they darling? Oh my goodness. And then she had a bunch of critter blocks. And so, I'm going to fit them in. And I did have a few of you write and say, you'd already made them. You just hadn't got them in the mail. And I'm like, yes, send them. They'll fit. We'll get them fit in. And so they're small. So that's good. Look at this. Look at this. And a deer with a dimensional ear. Look at that ear. Look how sweet. Look how sweet. And another bird. Couple more little birds. Look at them. And there's a mushroom and a gnome. And a gnome. Look at the gnome. Oh my goodness. So I think let me just see. You can see from there. I think the mushroom definitely can fit in there, right? And these, either the birds, the cats, or the mouse, or maybe even two of these, maybe a bird and a mouse, might be able to fit on that top section. And so I'm going to keep these for that because that would be perfect. And then the other ones will be able to fit into the other, quilt number 3. Okay, then I had from Lillian in Ohio, and Lillian was able to come to the Harrisonburg event, and so I got to meet Lillian in person, waving to you. Here she says, first of all, she sent me a cat, so I have a cat of my own. These are low maintenance, right? The low maintenance cat. And so she saw these things and she thought of me, which is so amazing when you guys do that. It just makes my heart swell. It's just so sweet that you think of me. But here's something wrapped, and oh my goodness, and some candy corn, because it is the October candy. Don't tell me otherwise. Don't. It is. And some super yummy gummies. Oh, so what's in here? Let's just take a look. It's got little Halloween fabric on it. Yes. Okay. Oh my goodness. There, it is a candy corn gnome. Look at the cake. So is it perfect candy corn color, because that's what they are. They're white, yellow, orange. In case you didn't know, you have to do them in the right order. Oh, so cute. Thank you. Mwah. Just thank you. They're so darling. Oh. All right, we're going to go to the back side of the table and look at this free pattern for a fat quarter 4 patch. It is so cute. So the fat quarter shortcut, it's a shortcut pattern. These are free patterns from the Fat Quarter shop that use some sort of pre-cut size. These are the fat quarters, and then it's a really simple block. And so here is a picture of theirs. And you can see theirs has a little bit smaller size prints. It is that sort of non-floral fabric line, which I really like, because a lot of people want to make a quilt for somebody where it's not flowers. And I know for me, I tend to want to put flowers in everything. All the fabrics have to have some sort of flowers in them. But like if you're making something for somebody prefer no flowers, this is a great fabric line for that. They're doing a kit for the one that they have here. So there's a kit available in those fabrics, which are super cool. And I love how they look. And most is like a college vibe to it for some reason. But it's super easy. It's 9 patches and squares. And each block has 2 squares, 2 big squares, and 2 9 patches. And so you can see there. Now they have Kimberly Jolly did a video, but I want to show you my fabrics that I'm thinking of, because I don't have, they have people who have finished the quilt, and so you can go on their tour and see that. And I originally thought I would do that, but like time, didn't have time. And so I am instead encouraging you to make one, and maybe we'll do it together at some point, but I think I'm going to cut one to do as a secondary project when I'm sewing other things, because right now all I have for that, I just finished that pumpkin. The only thing I have are aqua squares, and I have plenty of aqua squares. I really don't need to be making any more of those. I would like to do something different. So I think this will be perfect, making these 9 patches. And so I'm going to use the Isabel fabric line. And these petite ones, there's a bunch of these out here, and I showed them to you. Here we go. Let's look at them super quick. So it has the big floral with the flag, and then it's very Americana feel. But there's 12, is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there's 12 pieces, and you need 20. So you need 2 of these to make that size quilt. You need 2 of these. And so that'll give you 2, it'll give you 4 that you don't use. And so I probably will not use the stars, and maybe, I don't know, maybe one of the other white fabrics. So I'll just save those off for something else. And there you go. And so I have to have something for that, not for the plus that well, it's not really a plus, but sort of this boxy unit here in the 9 patch, the light in the 9 patch. And so I originally bought this, and I think it'll be great. It'll blend a little bit on the lights, but on all of the other fabrics, it'll pop really nice against everything. And I bought more of this pink, and I bought more of the red stripe when I got it. So that'll pop really nice against everything, and it won't read as solid. And I'll do 1 block just to be sure, so that I see if it really does look as good as I think it will. And I'll show you that in a few days. So this is something you can go and download for free. You can watch the video. If you like that kit, you can get the kit. All right, let's go do the critters. You can see the critter row here. Let me just show you the lead up to that. I filmed as I was picking the fabrics, and then I'll hold that up. So working on this, I am going to work on this lower section first. I'm just going to do all of this because there is more down here. Look at the amount of piecing. There's just more down here, and then I'll wait for up here. And then I will do, I think, some sort of vertical in here. And I might take that stripe. I just use this stripe down by, well, that'd be above here and here. I don't want the stripes here and here. But I think maybe that stripe might come over here again, over there. So here and here, kind of looking at where I could use it again. Maybe there. Yeah, something like that. So now I'm working on these horses. This is the next one. I'm just going, what I had laid out there, there's only 1 fabric I was really not that keen on. I didn't have a bunch of the fabric placed, but the couple that I had placed, I like pretty much. So the next one is above the cat I'm going to do. And this has to be 2.5 by 12, and it's got to go across so that the horses are up, facing up. And so it's got a weird edge on it, which means, some of these peaks here, the 12 isn't, I've got to go above the peak, but it's not wide enough at that one, so I'm going to have to cut it up some. And I'll just take it to as close as I can get. So here's my 2.5. This is as close as I can get. And then I have to look with the animals. I'm going to have like the legs all chopped off on the bottom grouping. And then but I like this bottom grouping. So I really need to shove it down this way more. And then the top will be off up here. But I don't want all their little legs right across this grouping, cut off. So first just go ahead and take it like that. Oops, jingle. How do you not go all the way to the edge, right? Right? How does that happen? And then do the 2.5. And then I'll do, I know this is I'll just get rid of the selvage now. And then, okay, so this is 12.5-inch ruler. I need 12.5, and there we go. So the bottom edge, their feet won't get cut off, and the top ones, be a little bit more of them eaten into the seam allowance up there, which will be fine. There'll be some legs sticking out, but we've got plenty of horses. Plenty of horses. This one is going, this chunk here I just took out is going under the one goat, and it looks super cool. I think it would be great to use this again. So if I have it here under the goat, then maybe use it in a place up here. This one, and that green with white with the green polka dots, they are all sort of light-based backgrounds. And so they're kind of neat to, I think, do several of them so that they have like a repeat going on of those lights. So I'm going to cut another one for, I think, up here under the giraffe with this guy. So I did put that wonky kind of green stripe up there, and then I've got a few of the pieces cut down here. That's that regular stripe, the horses. I don't like this green, so this is going to come out. That green's going to come out. This one will only be behind the turtle. We'll do something else. I don't need it behind both of those. And then I've got those frogs, those fabulous frogs here. And then I did put a little stripe, repeat the stripe there. So a couple of repeats going on there. So I wanted to see what I could put the crab on. And I thought, well, what if I do something that's a light, but with a little bit of green in it? So I think that'll work, because this dot, this won't be here. That'll be just behind the turtle. So this will be something that's a darker green. And I think that's darling. Super darling. I do have to stitch that guy down. I'm going to fuse him down now. Here is the bottom row. So they're all sewn together. Got their spacers. Got that one above the moth cut. But I'm now going to work on going across here. This guy's fused down, but I need to stitch him. So doesn't he look cute on that background? So I will top stitch all along the edge, and then maybe just do like an X on the eyes. So yeah, there we go. We'll work on this row next. So I pulled some more fabrics. I just went looking. I'm going to keep with the lighter things. So I've got some strawberries, something with little bees on it. Look at that cute that is. This is one of my older fabric lines, a piece from it called Eat Your Fruits and Veggies from a long time ago. So I think a couple of those might fit in somewhere. And then this has some flowers, just some other, there's a geometric. Not sure if this one will go in or not, but I like to have a little bit of yellow. And then here's another kind of brighter piece with the fruits on it. So I'm going to work on getting some of these cut and placing them in that next level up. I have to get way back here so you can see it. This is how wide this Critter Quilt number 2 will be. But there you can see all the greens that I used, and let me just show you up close. So there are the frogs. Then you can see the green. I like it, kind of looks like green grass under the goat, the little horses, and the stripe. And now at the same time, I did put some pieces in some of the other spots. So I'll have to figure out putting these new blocks in. That's not a big deal, just a small adjustment on my diagram to put them where they are, which will be so nice. They're really, really darling. And we're gonna wrap it up today. This is a whirlwind. We're going to wrap it up today with a quilt parade of your blocks for block number 4 from Autumn Wonder. Let's take a look. Corrine has found the cutest little scarecrows with pumpkins for her block. They are so darling. Of course, I've not seen that fabric. I didn't see that one. There's always something I didn't see. Corrine has little fishies. Okay, that is stinking cute. How darling are those little fish? The rest of the block is beautiful as well. Cynthia has the bees and mushrooms. These are the mushrooms fabrics I have to do in Oh My Stars. Ah, it looks so good in there. The bees are fantastic. And another Cynthia with pigs. Look at the pigs. Oh, there's all kinds of farm animals. There's cows, ducks, Sweet Farm. That is so darling. And red. Debbie has some amazing fabrics. Look at the parrot and the croc or the alligator there. And then what is that? A platypus and then some fish. Those are very cool fabrics. Deborah's is so great in that navy and rust. That is such a classic combination of fabric. It looks fantastic. And then she's got that stripes going all the correct way. Yes, correct would be the way to say it. They're all going the same direction. Kudos to you. Diane's is so sparkly. That blue with the little stripe in it is just perfect. Love it. It's that blue. The aqua. It might be aqua in real life. It's hard to tell on the monitor. It's awesome. Doriana has this gorgeous, warm, cozy block, and I love her middle with the pop of pumpkin color and that little bit of blue in it. It goes so well, and I bet you that the other blocks are just going to be so amazing with those fabrics. Gail has got some green, and then she did a little extra fancy in the middle there, adding a sort of window effect. I love it. It looks so good. Georgine's is in blues and aqua, or it might be light blue, with a red, pop of red in the middle. That's fantastic. Fantastic. Karen is going with Christmas fabrics. Love them. And they're glittery. Glitter, glitter. Gotta love it. Kathy's is green, and you can see some other blocks peeking, one of the other blocks peeking above it there, green and red. I just love that. Can't wait to see them all together. Here is Linda's. Look at the corners. Each one is fussy cut. There's turtles and squirrels and foxes and bunnies and birds. Oh my. And an owl. And an owl watching over everything. I love that owl. And a different Linda with warm, cozy fall fabrics and the beautiful leaves. And there's teeny tiny little pumpkins in those corner fabrics. So darling. And we have a third Linda today. Who also has owls. Look at these owls. They are so cute. Love them. With that sort of fuchsia, like a dark fuchsia pink. Looks so good. Robin's is beautiful. It's soft and sweet. It looks like she took some of her leftovers there and made some cute little blocks to go with it. Susan's is warm and cozy. She's got great fall fabrics. I love that deep burgundy. So nice. Couple more from Teresa is in the purples and pinks, but look at the purple fabric. There's buttons and there's these faces with the hats on. That is such a cool. They almost look like egg cups. Are they egg cups with little hats on? They're just so cute. So cute. And Wilma with another fall leaf fabric that is got a popping great green with it. Looks so good. Thank you everybody for sharing your gorgeous blocks. Aren't they fabulous? And there's so many more fabulous ones. I don't always get them every week, but I'm trying. That's sort of my goal, is to do a little quilt parade every week, a block. So if you haven't shared your block yet in my community, Quilt Along with Pat Sloan, be sure you go over there and do that. Particularly next week, after we do next week's, tomorrow's. It'll be tomorrow's, so that I can grab yours. I might grab yours. Do about 15 to 20 blocks for each parade. So I love you. Mwah. Thank you for being here in the Sloan Zone. I will see you online.